Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. That one is slant to McLaurin. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Play action. It's Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. On 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Lane. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Lane. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. On 4th down, Lane. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
On the run, it's Peyton. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Again, the yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Fields. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Chicago! So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 73 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Fields
slings this deep from McLaurin. And this throw will be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On 3rd down, Lane.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Lane. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Lane. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Lane. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And that's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's Peyton up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Fields now to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. On the give, here comes Peyton. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a give, it's Peyton. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal on 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Lane. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Back to throw again.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains. A final shot before the break. Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, open it, drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. excellent run after the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw. Lane. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Lane. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Hester to return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bears' 12-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Off play action. Lane. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. To throw on second down. Lane.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And make them 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Fields.
Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running it here with Peyton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
A CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bears get a bit closer.
Elliott good with a PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, here's Peyton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They'll run now with Peyton.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, they'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On third down, Peyton. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. On first down, Peyton. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second down now, Peyton. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
Back to throw, Fields.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Lane. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Now Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's...
He's got a man, complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. A big play there for Detroit. 63 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Moore, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Lions tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. And they go with McCaffrey. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. And some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And one last throw here for Fields.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Detroit, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.